Howdy meeps. Hi. Good. Well, it's afternoon for me. How's it going? Hi. I am here. I need to adjust my hat because my head is falling off. And we are going to dive right into it, I guess. Welcome back to the ongoing persistent campaign that I am doing using. Right now, we're in a particular module themed after the Shadowfell, which I am reskinning as the Upside Down. And I'm using these because I finished the adventure that was inside of the Stranger Things box set, but I'm using the characters that came with the box set, and I've added Max, the Zoomer archetype rogue. So there's 6 characters total, which is a lot. But we're going to continue on with the keep on the Upside Down, using those same characters. So that's pretty cool. If you recall the last episode, what happened, if I can remember what happened, it was all about Winterhaven. So the party, all of the characters, sort of tracked down some kobolds and discovered that they were in cahoots with Calorel. And if you remember Billy from the TV show Stranger Things, Calorel looks exactly like Billy, and Max's brother, and that's our sort of evil cultist that we've discovered. We went to Winterhaven, warned a whole bunch of people, talked to the local leader, and relayed the information. Discovered the information and history of the keep on the Upside Down, and that there's a rift to the Upside Down there, and all sorts of stuff about the history of it, including a massacre. We also, as we were talking to the local leaders in the tavern, we noticed, a couple of our party noticed a spy sneaking out and tried to track them down. But they had plot armor and handily escaped once they got to the outside. So we will probably see them again, and it probably also means that the evil doers have been forewarned. And to be forewarned is to be forearmed, and having forearms would be awesome. But that's where we're at. So we're looking at the map. North is that way. A mile is about that long. We have been told that the keep is right here, going north from Winterhaven. And so we are basically, we availed ourselves of the town, and got clean, got the kobold guts off of us, wiped ourselves down, brushed our teeth, picked our nose, trimmed our nose hair and ears hairs, and Dustin Bard got a cool 80s power death metal, traded in some really expensive dwarven chain for this 80s power rock death metal guitar axe. And you can probably hear one of the cats peeing in the background because I have the litter out in the living room, because the evil liar and crook that I have hired as a contractor has made a mess of my kitchen and my new bathroom. Yeah, anyhow, I'm getting screwed, and paying for the privilege, and not in a fun way. But anyhow, we've got this awesome +1 guitar axe, but it actually is a hammer, because Dustin Bard is proficient in hammers. And it's a guitar, so he can use it for his bard stuff, as bards do. Seducing the locals with those sweet vocals. Anyhow, so that was really the prize. So yeah, it kind of works out a little bit. The first adventure, Paladin Mike got Winter's Dark Bite, a special longsword that's super useful in the Upside Down. And now Dustin Bard gets this like crazy 80s glam rock power ballad guitar axe hammer thing. Yeah, so anyhow, we're making our way, as we do, north toward the keep. And left Winterhaven, and so then we're heading north. Now, unfortunately, as we round one of these corners up here, these little turnbacks, switchbacks, I need to set this up. So we're headed north. Get on there. Let's see. So we're headed north, and things get switchy back, get it back. And so the road kind of goes around here. This is the road. And at this particular spot, there's two sort of cuts in the mountain face, right? Blocking the way. And let's see. So there's going to be rocks here. There's some rocks here. Some rocks here. Some rocks here. Maybe a little bush here. Happy little tree. Happy little tree. Maybe some foliage right here. And foliage around the base of this. And, more trees over here. Like that. Something like that. And so we're making our way. Let's see. Who was in front? Paladin and Cleric. Paladin, Cleric, Bard, and Mage, Wizard, and the Ranger and Zoomer Rogue in the back, I think. Let's take a look. There is no way I think we're going to make this perception check. We'll do a perception check with what's our maximum perception? +4, +4, +2. Yeah, there's literally no way that we're going to notice this. The DC is too high. Our passive perception is too low. So I think that's what's going to happen. Okay, yeah, so we're going to make it up here to right here. Of course, maybe we were, arguing about which flavor of Pez was the best and whether you could live on cherry Pez or not. But when we get to here, we are jumped by some kobolds, and they are going to act first on a surprise round. But there aren't a lot of them, to be honest. Did I have the... So let's see. It's actually Dragon Shield and Worm Priest. are the only ones that we've got here. Okay, so we're going to go with those guys. And I need to put this back on Dustin Bard. Let's see. So let's go ahead and roll initiative for these. Oh, no, I don't even need to. They're just going to attack. So let's see. We've got a... yeah, we're just going to make them dragon shields. Okay, so we've got 2 and 3. So we've got... No. Well, okay. Well, that's a bummer. Here, we've got... And then we've got a special one. So this one with the base is a worm priest. And I doubt this is going to be much of a challenge, but because we've pretty handily taken care of these guys before. But let's go ahead and we'll, sort of take our beatings. So 10 and 12. 10 and 12, and then let's roll initiative for Will is 11. And Lucas is 13. And Mike is 11. And Dustin Bard is 13. And then 11 and Max are 6 and 3. Ouch. Yeah, Max got caught flat-footed. Okay, so we've got our initiative order. Okay. So Dustin Bard is first with that awesome axe. No. I'm sorry. Actually, we rolled that, but we're gonna go. We're gonna go with the kobolds first. So what does our worm priest do again? Let me try and remember what a worm priest does. Dragon breath. So yeah, I think worm priest is going to rush up 30 feet and try and dragon breath on our cleric. So let's see, we got to get a +6 to hit. No pack tactics yet. Oh, so yeah, I'm sorry. Actually, yeah. Anyhow, so war cries break out. We get to this point. War cries break out from the underbrush. Small kobold figures dart from hiding places. Totally similar to what we've fought before. Some of them carry long shields and swords. One of them rushes up and makes a breath weapon attack. And yeah, so let's go ahead and do now. Let's try and remember. I'm trying to remember what I did last time. I think what I rewrote this on the fly as being a +6 to hit, and then it's a d10 damage +3. That is a natural 1. That is totally a fail. So no damage from the Worm Priest, and the Worm Priest has used their breath weapon. And now we're going to go ahead and move the Kobold Dragon Shields up. And they are going to attack pack tactics with short swords. So we're going to have 3 here rushing up and 2 rushing this way. So these two are going to attack with advantage. Let's go ahead and do that. Advantage. And they're going to attack. It's actually +7 to hit. Wow. Okay, so on Dustin Bard, that's 1 hit. So Dustin Bard takes 7 slashing damage. Ow. Ow. And against our cleric, Will. Where's Will? Those are... Oh, 1 hit. 1 hit. Okay, so Will takes 7 as well. Will Cleric takes 7. And now we are at the top of the turn order. I am going to step away just 1 second. I'm going to step over here and turn on this fan. It is getting really warm in here. Oh, shoot. It's not plugged in, is it? Hold on. The plug came out. Okay. Well, I don't know if that's going to do any good. B just jumped into my chair to take over. She is a chair thief, aren't you, little girl? Aren't you? Come here. Oh, she's such an old little girl. Hi, come here. There you go. You want to sit in my lap? You want to sit in my lap for a little bit? Okay. Be good. Be good. Sit in my lap. Be good. Okay? Okay? No jumping on the playing field, as you are wont to do, because you do that. Okay, so Dustin Bard is up. Dustin Bard really wants to use this axe. So I think Bardic Inspiration... I think Dustin Bard is going to give a 1d6 inspiration. It seems cheap not to give it to our cleric, but I'm going to give it to... Who's up next? Yeah, we'll give it to Mike. Give it to Paladin. Hopefully he can use it. And that's our bonus action. And then, so Dustin Bard is going to attack one of these guys with this +1 death metal axe hammer thing. And I didn't really actually write down enough details. Okay, give me a second. What are we going to do? We're going to do... hammer. Hammer? No. Light hammer. Light hammer? 1d4. No, warhammer. Come on, it's a warhammer. Oh, come on. D&D Beyond, you suck. I want a hammer. Hammer, 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 hammer. Where's... Simple melee weapons. Okay, fine. Let's see. Martial weapons. Warhammer. Bloody hell. Come on. Okay, so we're gonna do 1d... Cat, you're in the way. So let's see. It's 1d8 bludgeoning, and it's versatile for 1d10. And so he's going to get +4, +5 to hit. So it's going to be +5 to hit. And then I think he's going to do it. He's gonna throw a massive riff. You know, trying to get this. So we're gonna do 1d8 damage. Double hands. Let's go. Kapow! Okay, that was not excellent. But that is... Is that even enough? I didn't mark down... Okay, hold on. Yeah, that's not enough to hit. But, okay, so we've got... I'm a little disorganized today, aren't I? So we've got 1, 2, and 3, and then 1, 2, and then 1. And this is the Worm Priest, and this is top, and this is bottom. And these ones are 17 and 10. And 10, and then the Worm Priest is 17 and 15. So that is not enough to hit. Dustin takes a wild swing, and just barely misses. Well, that's a bummer. First time out of the gate, Warhammer, a little bit rusty, not quite used to the weight. It's a little bit different than his loot. Lucas Ranger is going to shoot in this direction into one of those guys. And here's our Ranger. So Bard and Ranger. So we're going to do longbow +6, and it's 1d8 piercing. So +6 to hit. That is enough to hit, and it is 8 piercing damage to one of the ones below. So that is 8 damage. Almost enough to kill it outright. Wait. Oh, no. So no Colossus Slayer. But we're gonna Hunter's Mark, and I always forget. I think it's a D6, right? Should be just a D6. Oh, it's not even listed in here. What? Why? Why was it not listed here? Okay, it's not in the essentials. So what is Hunter's Mark? Hunter's Mark. 1d6, right. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick that up. We'll change this die to this die, and then we're going to Hunter's Mark the one we hit, which is going to be an extra d6, and that's 4. That is actually enough to kill it, so that one is dead, and we'll move it to the next one. So the Worm Priest is up again. Worm Priest is going to go ahead and attack our cleric with... actually is going to do I think is going to cast Insight Faith, and Insight Faith is going to actually give it doesn't reach to everybody, but it reaches to these two, and it gives them actually another, it's +5. So these guys are 15. 17, 15 now. And that's going to be the Worm Priest. Will Cleric is going to cast Spiritual Weapon. I'm just making sure to remember that it's a bonus action. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, it's actually 1d8 plus spellcasting. So +1. So it's actually a d9. But he's going to cast it on Worm Priest. And we're going to take a hit. On Worm Priest. Gonna give it a try. So +4 to hit, and then a 1d8 +2. So +4 to hit, and we need to get a 17. +4 to hit is not enough, so that does not work, but oh well. And then we're going to try our light crossbow. That's going to be a +5 to hit. And that misses as well. Mike is up. So Mike is going to attack with Winter's Dark Bite, which is a +1 longsword. Great sword, I mean. And so that is going to be Mike. We are going to use our Bardic Inspiration. And that is going to be 2d6 damage. Oh, wait. We haven't decided what we're attacking yet. I think we're running up and we're getting this Worm Priest. And we're going to use our Inspiration. And... I think we're gonna... I think we may do... Where is it? Oh, wait, that's the cleric. Where's Will? Will? Hi. Divine Smite... Do I want to do that? No, I'm going to save that. We're just going to go ahead and hit. So it's +6 to hit. And then we're adding that d6. +6. And it's 11. It's not enough. And it would have only been 3 damage. Wow, that just sucked. Wow, whiffed it. Totally whiffed it. All right, well, the dragon shields are up. So the dragon shields are going to attack Pack Tactics, they're going to attack. Well, okay, we're going to do 2 of them are going to attack 11. And that's going to be a hit and a hit. Yeah, that's a hit and a hit. And so that's a 10. 11 wizard is 10. Oh, no, actually it's 14. Ow, that hurt. Wow. Ow. And then we've got one more attacking Max, and that is going to be a 17. I think that probably hits. Yeah, that hits. So Max Rogue is going to take 7. And then the 2 up here, let's see, they're going to attack. Well, I mean, I think they saw Dustin Bard fly in with this axe, and so they're going to attack. They're both going to attack Will. Dustin Bard. And it's Pack Tactics, so there's 1 hit for 7, and that takes Dustin Bard to 14. And that's all of the dragon shields. Now, 11... there's only 2 of them left. So it seems like maybe I don't want to do a spell so much, because I want to save those for when we get to the keep. So I think I'm going to do Shocking Grasp. Shocking Grasp is +5 to hit, and it's going to be a 1d8 of lightning. And that's 13. That is enough to hit, but it only does 2 damage. So that's okay. We'll do 2 damage to one of those guys, which is good for later. That's going to be 11's go. I do have this Wand of Magic Missiles that I can do. I might save that for a second. So Max Rogue is definitely going to get advantage and sneak attack. So 2d6, and we're going to do short sword, so 1d6, and +3 piercing. Okay, so it's +5 to hit. 6, 7, that is just enough to hit. And we're going to do 13 damage. That is going to take this other one completely out. So there is only 1 left here. And that's Max's turn. And now we're at Dustin Bard again. I think Dustin Bard is going to try again for the... we're going to give inspiration to... We're going to do a power ballad, give the inspiration to Will. And then we're going to give it our go. We're going to attack and try to do 1d8. So we're going to do versatile damage. +5 to hit. That's a 19. That's plenty. And that is actually, that's a 10. So that is a 10 total damage against one of these guys, which takes him 10 down. Fortunately, he has 5 left from that thing, that spell that the Worm Priest gave. But that's pretty good against one of those. Lucas Ranger is moving the Hunter's Mark to the last remaining living one here. and then is going to attack. So that is going to give us an extra d6 and 1d8 plus 2. Okay, so it's plus 6 to hit. Oh, that is not enough to hit. So that's a miss. We'll leave Hunter's Mark on that one. And the Worm Priest is up. Worm Priest is going to... Worm Priest is going to cast Energy Orb against our Paladin, Mike. And that is going to be... Well, I guess we're going to do a dex save. It's got to be an attack, though. Yeah, it's an attack. He's going to try to attack it. So he's going to try to attack Will. 10, even with like a reasonable plus 7, that's going to fail. And Mike is going to retaliate with inspiration and 2d6. God, that is not enough. That's awful. And, oh, I guess, wait. Oh, I don't even know when that happened. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, so Mike is done. Where is Winter's Dark Bite? There it is. I don't know how that got messed up. I think I got the orders messed up. Oh, no, no. Okay, hold on. Okay, Will Cleric is up. Will Cleric is going to use the spiritual weapon to attack the Worm Priest. And that's 1d8. Plus 4 to hit. 8, that is not enough to hit. And then is going to do crossbow at plus 5. And that is not enough to hit. And so Will is done. And then... How did we get... I did Paladin out of order, didn't I? Okay, hold on. So Mike Paladin should have been there. So we'll do that. I'm just going to shuffle them. It's the Dragon Shield's turn. There are only... Well, there are a few of them. So let's do this one first. They're going to attack 11 because 11 is the most vulnerable. There's no pack tactics, so it's just a general attack. And that is going to be a 3. That's a miss. And then we've got 2 up here. That will be pack tactics. So they're going to attack... I think they're going to attack Will the Wise. So they're going to attack our Cleric. And that is going to be a hit and... Wait, is it? Yeah, that's a hit and a miss. So only one hit. So Will takes another 7. So that takes Will to 14. Okay, and so then we're down here. That's all of the Dragon Shields. And then it's 11's turn. 11 is going to use Shocking Grasp again. So that's plus 5 to hit. And it's a 1d8. So let's see what we got. That is a miss. 11 whiffs it completely, utterly. Halfling Rogue. So we're going to try to do our Short sword with advantage because we got somebody within 5 feet, and it's going to be 2d6 sneak attack, and then 1d6 plus 3. So it's plus 5 to hit. That is a natural 20. And so that is going to be 7, 14, 15, 16, 17. At any rate, this guy is toast. So that one is gone. And we'll move Hunter's Mark, I guess, somewhere eventually. Oops, where did Will go? There. So Max attacked. And Dustin Bard. We're going to try with that that axe hammer thing again. Dagnabbit. Oh, we're going to bonus action to give Will inspiration. And then we're going to attack 1d10. Plus 1. It's a total of plus 5. So 15 is not enough. Whiffs it again. And now we're back to Ranger. Ranger is going to move our Hunter's Mark up to this Worm Priest. And then is going to... Yeah, we'll give it to him. That's a little cheaty, though. So we'll give him plus 6 to hit and a 1d8. And Hunter's Mark is 1d6. And it's damaged. So we get an extra 1d8 of damage because of Colossus Slayer, which I forgot to do on some of the other ones, I think. Okay, so that's 14 plus 6. That is enough to hit. And so that's going to be 12, 16 damage. That's enough to take the Worm Priest out. Worm Priest is done. And that is it for Lucas Ranger. And then we have Will the Wise. No, Worm Priest is gone, so Will the Wise is up. And Will the Wise will attack the wound, or move the spiritual weapon to the wounded one. And will attack. Plus 4 to hit. That is not enough. And then we'll attack with a light crossbow. I suppose technically I should be doing the mace, but we'll do light crossbow because I called it, and it's a miss anyway. Mike is going to step up to the plate and use inspiration. So inspiration, and then 2d6 damage. And plus 6 to hit. And that is actually not enough. That's a 16, so he misses. And now we're back to Kobold. And there are 2 left. So they are going to attack... Yeah, they might. I guess they'll just go for the cleric, and they're gonna attack with advantage for pack tactics. That is a miss and a definite hit. That's actually a critical hit. So that actually takes Will out. I think. I think Will is knocked out. Oh no, actually not knocked out. So we're up to 28. So Will is certainly definitely damaged and is going to go down next, but we are doing okay so far. So I think 11 scoots through really quick and touches the shoulder of the other one, and tries to do shocking grasp at plus 5 with a 1d8. 5. That's just enough. So we do 3 damage to that one. And remember, they do have 15. I think Max is going to use 30 feet to run over here and get in front of Will Cleric and then sneak attack. So that's an extra 2d6. Yeah, these are starting to get close. I'm starting to feel a little bit nervous as we do these, but let's do short sword, 1d6 piercing, and +5 to hit. 17 plus 5 is plenty, and then so that's going to be 8, 11. I mean, I guess we'll take this one out. So there's 1 left, and I think it's going to end up going down fighting, but we'll see. Dustin Bard, oh come on, last hit. Come on, Dustin, you can do it. Okay, so we're going to attack at +5 to hit, and then 1d10. We're going to give inspiration to Will, just in case. Does not hit. Okay. And now we are at Lucas Ranger. Lucas Ranger is going to move Hunter's Mark to this last one, and then is going to attack with Hunter's Mark and 1d8. And Colossus Slayer for an extra 1d8. And so we're going to give it a try. So it's a +6 to hit. +6 is not enough. Okay, well. Okay, that's fine. Worm Priest is down. Will the Cleric is up. We'll move the spiritual weapon. So we'll give that a try. Has not been very successful so far. Come on, you. +4 to hit. That is plenty. That's a 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 total. And then we are going to go to Mike Paladin. Mike is going to use inspiration. So we're going to use inspiration on that, and then it's 2d6. And that's a 2, useless. So Mike does not do anything useful. Dragon Shield, there's 1 left. Okay, is going to, I guess, attack. I guess would attack Will because of aggro. No advantage though. So it's just a straight up. Critical hit. 20. So that is actually 14 against Mike. And so that takes that to 21. Wow, that was a palpable hit. That was palpable. And 11 is going to try Shocking Grasp. And I already did Paladin. And Shocking Grasp, +5 to hit, and a 1d8 damage. That is not enough to hit. That is a miss. And we're gonna try with a short sword, advantage. 2d6 plus 1d6 damage, +3, +5 to hit. +5 to hit. Let's try it. That is a total miss. Wow. Not so great. Okay, Dustin, it's your time again. Let's do this. Come on. You can take him out. You can take him out. We're going to hit him with that guitar axe, and we're going to do two-handed damage. Oh, and we're going to inspire Mike again as a bonus action, and then we're going to give it a try. $17. We did it. 5 damage. And that is exactly how much we needed. So that one is dead. So actually, we ended up being pretty cool with Dustin getting the last kabam with his guitar, and that clears out the last of these kobolds. So what is clear at this point is that. I mean, they know we're coming. So that spy that got past us has made it, or at least has set up an ambush on the way to the keep in order to get us. And so I think that we now need to be a little bit more cautious as we're going towards the keep. So I mean, we can take I don't know what. We'll just, this is us traveling towards the keep, and we got to here. We got ambushed, and I think that now we round the corner and we approach the keep. So let me really quickly. I need to. Let's see, we did that. So now we've rounded the corner, the bend in the road, and ahead is a narrow. There are narrow track. This basically is a logging road, and it's it widens into a clearing. Great piles of shattered stone blocks and scorched timbers dominate the clearing, and spread out from its center to the edge of the woods. It's like splayed out this whatever, this ruins of what we've been told was a keep, but the evidence that this was a keep is pretty slim at this point, except that it's massive. The road here is overgrown with grass, and there's ferns growing over and small trees, every once in a while in the road. No one's been maintaining this road, and the keep is in awful shape. It's obvious that it has been destroyed, and the ground is bare dirt, and although the forest has started to encroach and reclaim the path leading here, but it's not intruded into the ruins. It's like there's just a distance from that keep which even the forest doesn't want to go past. It doesn't want to even get that close to it. Doesn't want to encroach on it. But it's also, as overgrown and awful as this is, it's also really obvious that someone has been doing some work. There's some stone blocks and timbers gathered into a pile. Maybe there's like a couple tools that are not rusty in various areas. And there seems to be a path that's been cleared through some of the rubble and pulled aside, and some of the wreckage has been moved to reveal what appears from this distance to be stairs going down somewhere within the inside of the keep, descending into darkness. Now, there is actually a picture that shows the keep being in much better shape than I imagine it being. Let me just go ahead and I'll just show you what the PDF shows. You can see the image here. I think it's obvious that this is mainly the reinforced walls that are left. There really isn't. Nothing. There's nothing that shows that this is being inhabited by anyone. I think maybe as we approach, like you can see at the bottom of that picture, there seem to be some guard houses. I think we're really careful as we approach there, but we hear nothing, we see nothing. Sorry, actually, I need to do that. Let me really quickly. Yeah, I'm trying to decide. I think we may go just to the let me just read up really quickly. I'm doing this on the fly, so it's a little weird. Let's see. And we've got two. What are those again? What? Oh, it's got the wrong. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. Sharpshooters and warriors. Okay. I don't know who that is. So yeah, okay, so we're gonna approach. We're in the middle of this keep. That image that you saw. I don't know that necessarily I'm going to draw the map of the stairs, but what we do want to do is sort of looking down. So let's do. We've got some stairs coming down into the darkness, and yeah. So I think we'll do. I mean, we'll do our. We're a little bit wounded, though. I'm really. Okay, hold on. Let me think about this. Realistically, I don't think there's any way, with the amount of wounds that we have, that we wouldn't take time to do a rest. I think what we've done is we've arrived. At the keep here, and I think we cross. We try to be stealthy, and there's nobody out here. After we got those kobolds over here, it was completely quiet. They're really even the animals stopped making a lot of noises. So I think we're gonna back up into the hills up here, and we're gonna camp out. And then and I think maybe it's getting a little bit dark. Maybe, yeah, we're gonna spy on the keep for a bit and watch it and see what happens. And sort of hide out here and do a little reconnaissance. I think what we see is we see some goblins. Sort of come and go in small groups, sort of sneaking around. I think at night what we notice that some of the goblins are doing a little bit of work, like moving a few things. They don't. I mean, I won't say that that it feels like a driven workforce. I think it's their sort of ongoing task to keep this. What it appears as is it's just their ongoing job to keep this pathway clear as things fall into it, and make sure that the plants don't encroach too far, and that they keep it so that it's less easy for people to creep up and sneak up on them. And I think that's where I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode. My throat's feeling a little bit itchy, and I think I'm going to try to do more episodes tomorrow. But if not, then I'll be back on Sunday for my RPG marathon. That'll run most of the day, starting early in the morning, my time, Central Time, and then running for about 12 hours, 16 hours it's been usually running. But it's all of the solo RPGs that haven't expired on Twitch. I run in a big marathon of reruns. So yeah, come and check that out, or check out my YouTube with all of the past, where I ultimately end up archiving all of my past shows. So thanks for sticking out and sticking with me, and I will see you next time.